Do you love cute brain-teasing puzzle games? You have to just check out my review of BouncyBoi in Puzzle Land. Coming up next on Mumbles. Oh! Hi everyone, Mumbles here. Today we're getting bouncy with it. Bouncy with it. Because we're reviewing BouncyBoi in Puzzle Land. Let's go straight to the description. Description-wise, this game reads: you are BouncyBoi, a purple bouncy slime who loves to jive and solve puzzles, making his way through Puzzle Land. You'll be presented with a game board, and you need to navigate BouncyBoi to the finish line, overcoming puzzles and characters which will be obscuring your path. As you progress through the world, you will meet new and interesting challenges to test your problem-solving abilities. Bounce into the colorful and cartoony world with BouncyBoi, and adventure through various worlds filled with challenging puzzles, cute graphics, and funky beats. 5 uniquely themed worlds consisting of 10 levels each. Family-friendly gameplay, juicy and colorful graphics, and upbeat soundtrack, and full gamepad support with Rumble. On today's episode of Mumbles, we are reviewing this on the Nintendo Switch, but it is also available for Xbox and Steam for a price of $12 to $14. It actually varies depending on which system you want, so really it is in that $12 to $14 range, just so everyone's on the same page. We now move on to my gameplay section, but before we do that, I do have to ask, would you please subscribe to me? I thank you so much. Please subscribe and thank you so much. You're amazing. On to the gameplay section. We come now to the gameplay section, and gameplay-wise, you do play as the BouncyBoi, a slime blob who basically has the goal of, on each level, to make it from the start zone to the end zone in as few moves as possible. Now, along the way, as you control this little bouncy blob, you will have to change various things in the level. Some of these things can be changed simply by stepping on certain blocks in the level, and some things you actually have to hit those things, or maybe do them in a certain order in order to make things happen on the level. And still, other things you have to actually take into account other characters on the map. For example, sometimes on the map, there is a frog. You have to count his movement, because when he hits on a certain block, things in the level will change. So it's all a game of getting the correct order of things happening in each level. And that's pretty much the gameplay. The fewer moves you use, the higher score you get, the more unlockables you get. It's that simple. We move down to the con section, and my first con is that this game is ultra simplistic. I'm not saying it's not well built, but it's super duper simplistic. The second con is that only 50 levels. Now, my problem with this isn't that it's 50 levels, it's the fact that I beat those 50 levels in like 4 hours. Not a very long game. Not very many levels. I wish there was more levels. We're going to move now into the score section. On today's Mumbles review, BouncyBoi in Puzzle Land. It's not a bad game. It's really not. It's a fun little puzzle game. You're really not getting much from it. There's no story or anything like that. But it is a fun, decent to play game. I do wish there was more to it. I do wish there was more levels. I just wish there was more all around. I would recommend you get this game if you like these kind of games. But on today's episode of Mumbles, I'm giving this thing a 5 out of 10 on today's Mumbles review. It's a nice, fun puzzle game. It won't be for everyone, but for those of you that like this kind of game, I recommend it. Anyways, guys, it's been my review of BouncyBoi in Puzzle Land. I hope you guys all enjoyed this. Please smack the subscribe button, smack the like button, smack all those buttons. And I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye, everyone. Take care.